All right, here we are in video 3. Thanks for making it and following along. We are going to color green what it says in D on your page. We're going to color green the shade, the region of the plane with points with the x-coordinates that are greater than 2 and less than 8. So x-coordinates greater than 2 and less than 8. We just need to shade this middle section right here in green. All right, so hopefully you're coloring that with markers or colored pencils or something, coloring that all in green. So now we have 3 different regions in our graph. What could you say about an x-coordinate of every point in the green region? X-coordinate with every point in the green region has to be greater than 2 or less than 8. What's an ordered pair for a point in the green region that's closer to M than the y-axis? Closer to M than the y-axis, maybe 7, 1, maybe 5, 8, right? There's a lot of them in there, definitely. Identify an ordered pair for a point in the green region that we can't see on this coordinate plane. Anything larger than 12, right? So 730, 7 100, right? Anything in here that's going to be greater. All right. Let's look at, there it is. Let's look at this graph. There we go. Can you describe the location of line P? Look carefully because we have something we haven't seen for a little bit. Could we say it is a horizontal line that is 4.5 units from the x-axis? That's one way to describe it, right? Could we say that it is a line perpendicular to the y-axis that intersects the y-axis at 4.5? Could we say that it's a line that has all of its points, all y-coordinates at 4.5? Okay, so there's a few different ways to describe it. That's what we're talking about when we're problem solving, right? What can we say about the coordinates of all points below P? We could say that their y-coordinate is all going to be less than 4.5. What can we say about the coordinates of all points above line P? We can say that they all have y-coordinates greater than 4.5. Okay, let's use blue to shade the region of the plane where all y-coordinates are less than 4.5. Where are we going to shade our blue? Below our line. Yeah? Okay. Shading blue. This whole section is going to be less than 4.5 for a y-coordinate. Blake says that point 2 8/10, 7 is in the blue portion of the plane because the x-coordinate is less than 4.5. Is Blake correct? Well, we could just plot it, right? 2 8/10 is going to be between 2 and 3. X, right? 2 8/10 is x. And 7 is y. So 2 8/10, 7. That is not in the blue region, Blake. Do you see the mistake he made? Was he thinking about maybe 7 2 8/10? 7 2 8/10 would be there inside the blue region. So be very careful with your x and your y. X and y. Pay very close attention to your ordered pairs. Okay? Why is it important to keep in mind when drawing, what is important to keep in mind when drawing horizontal and vertical lines? Think about what they're parallel to. Think about what they're perpendicular to. Think about how all of the points on that line are collinear. Remember that word? Collinear. They're all together on the line. They have the same, this one would have the same X. These would have the same Y, right? These would have the same Y. Okay? How do we determine the distance between two vertical or two horizontal lines? The straight line across is going to be our shortest path. We're just going to count. Okay. What does a shaded region of a coordinate plane represent? What could we say about our red region here? What does it represent? All the points that have x coordinates less than line L, less than 2, right? Something like that. Okay, very good. We have come to the end of video 3. Thanks for your kind attention. I hope you learned a lot. Aloha.